Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, honorable educators, and all respected audiences. My name is Dina and I stand here as the first speaker of the affirmative team who support the motion this house believe that great do more harm than good.
And for myself, my name is Mutia Tribulana, and also I'm the first speaker. But I'm in the negative side that I disagree with Dina motion because I believe that the grade is still important for the role their improvement in education and to motivate the students.
In this argument, we will present different perspectives to help us understand whether grades are truly helpful or harmful. Let me begin with my argument as the affirmative side. Grades are often seen as a measurement of success, but in reality, they have become a source of fear, insecurity, and emotional suffering, especially for students. First of all, let's talk about the impact of comparing grades. When students are constantly compared based on their academic scores, it creates a toxic and unhealthy learning environment. Instead of focusing on learning and self improvement, students begin to see their worth only through numbers that don't always reflect effort, creativity, or potential. I believe this kind of mindset is dangerous. Why? Because it pushes students to compete with others, not with themselves. When they fail to reach the expected score, even after trying so hard, they don't just feel disappointed. They feel like failures, they feel unworthy, they lose confidence and start to believe that they are not smart and not capable, not enough. And it doesn't stop there. In many cases, this pressure comes from teachers, but only from parents, friends, and even social media. Students who get low grades are often judged, mocked, or even bullied, both online and offline. Imagine how that must feel for a student who is already struggling. Now, let me give you some real examples. In my surroundings, I've seen many students who work hard still feel depressed just because their grades are lower than others. They cry in silence, they lose motivation, they are afraid to go home or show their report card. I've read stories on social media about students who felt so hopeless that they harmed themselves or even worse, ended their lives, all, all because of grades. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a small issue. This is a serious, heartbreaking reality. Comparing grades doesn't encourage students to do better, it breaks them. It creates a mindset that says if I don't get high scores, I am a failure, and that it's extremely harmful. I strongly believe that grades, especially when used as a tool for comparison, bring more harm than good. They damage students' mental health, destroy their self esteem, and can even lead to bullying, depression, or suicide. We must stop defining students based on numbers. Instead, let's start appreciating effort, creativity, kindness, and the courage to grow. Because at the end of the day, education should not be about competition, it should be about learning, improving, and becoming a better version of ourselves. So once again, I firmly support the motion this House believes that grade do more harm than good. Thank you.
Well, that's a good notion for you, Dina. But for me, I strong believe that comparing grades among students is beneficial or get the opportunity for themselves, like evaluating academic performance. We can identify high and the lower grades, make informed decision in education, and prepare students for future challenges, like the field work. And also the confidence and opportunity also boost for those who excel. Well, comparing grade helps identify strengths and the weakness from each student. Like when we compare grades, it becomes clear which students perform well and which one need improvement. For example, when I'm in a junior school, the teacher can provide extra support to struggling students while challenging the achievers. In the future, the system helps to get the school that we want, university, or getting a job in the future. Select candidates efficiently based on proven performance. And then high grades reflect knowledge and skills. When students with the high grades typically demonstrate better understanding and skill in their in their subjects. Standards, tests, and exams rarely on this comparison to determine eligibility for the college admissions. If students consistently score well, it shows that they are prepared for higher education or competitive opportunity. For the last is success breeds confidence and motivation. But for the real life example, like my friends consistently ranking first in the class or multiples smasher because of her high grades, she gained confidence and eventually secured her desired university and majored through the SNBP. This proves that recognizing achievement encourages students to aim higher and reinforce their self-belief. Some argue that comparing grades creates unhealthy competition or distress, like Dina said. But however, competition is in natural and prepare students for real world challenges. The key is the balance using comparison to motivate, not discourage. But comparing grade is essential for fair decision making in education and and career opportunities. It rewards hard work, builds confidence, and helps institution identify talents. Instead of avoiding comprehension, we should use them constructively to support all student growth. I think that's it from me.
Okay, that's all for our argumentative. So thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum
Warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.